What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Obi. I'm back with a new video. It's time for WrestleMania. It's definitely a good time of the year right now. So we got March Madness going on. We had to build up to WrestleMania, and now I think we're ready for the big show. So I think we're 4 days out now. It's Thursday, so I'm pumped. I'm ready. So let's get some predictions going. Let's talk about the card. So I think many have said it before. I think this card is very strong. I think if you look from the top to the bottom, I think you have some pretty good matches towards the bottom, but really it's really top heavy. So as far as The Rock and Cena, you got the two championship matches, Sheamus and Bryan, and Punk and Jericho, Hell in a Cell between the Taker and Triple H. So I don't know how they're going to plan it out as far as the order of the card, because you really want to spread those out some. You don't want to wear out the crowd with a lot of high impact, high emotion matches. So it's going to be really interesting to see the order of the match, or the order they put the matches in. So I made a little list here. This is what I would do, not necessarily all the way, but just something I threw up real quick. So I was starting the night off with Orton and Kane, then the Team Johnny versus Team Teddy match. You could switch in a filler match in between any of these areas here, especially between towards the end of the card. So after Team Teddy and Team Johnny, I would go with Show versus Rhodes for the Intercontinental Championship. Then I would go with Triple H and Undertaker for that Hell in a Cell match, Divas match, then Punk Jericho, Bryan Sheamus, another filler match. I would probably take away the Show and the Rhodes match and put it in between there, in between the Bryan and Sheamus match in the main event, which would be, of course, Rock and Cena. Alright, so now that we got that out the way, let's start up with some predictions here. Orton and Kane, the build up to this match could have been a lot better. You could say that for a majority of these matches. They could have done it in different areas, different ways with this feud. They just had Kane coming off being buried by John Cena in an ambulance match where he just really got owned by John Cena, got thrown off the ambulance. So I'm really not expecting Kane to come out on top in this match. Really, this is really just a match where Orton can just continue to pad his WrestleMania record. It seems like Orton's just had these matches of late where guys had these problems with him from years before. Like last year, he had CM Punk have a problem with him because he punted him in the head and made him lose his championship belt. So this time it's Kane, and Kane is mad because he made Kane seem human, because Kane shook his hand after a match that he had with Orton before he put the mask back on. So Kane has a problem with Orton, and Orton usually finishes the people off who have problems with him. So obviously I'm going with Randy Orton in this match. He has everything to gain in this match by winning. So I really don't see Kane coming out on top. So Orton comes out on top to start the WrestleMania pay-per-view off. Next on the list would be Team Teddy versus Team Johnny, Team Excitement. Team Excitement will come out on top at WrestleMania for just a simple fact that when you match up the superstars head to head, you look at Team Johnny and there's no comparison. I think he has 5 former champions on his team, and as far as Teddy Long's team, I think he has 2, if you want to count the Great Khali, which I don't. So I believe the Great Khali will be out of the match, probably one of the first couple of competitors out of the match, just kind of like he was in the Elimination Chamber. So I expect Team Johnny to win. I think they've run their course with Teddy Long, and he's been really good. So I'm not sure where they're going to do with him after this match. But I know John Laurinaitis still has some work to do in the WWE as a general manager. So I expect Team Johnny to come out on top. Next, we would have Big Show versus Cody Rhodes. Like I said in my previous video, man, Cody Rhodes has just been mounting so much offense on the Big Show during this feud. He's come out with the jokes on Big Show as far as WrestleMania, his WrestleMania record, him getting beat by sumo wrestlers, getting beat by professional boxers in the ring, and it's just not a good look for Big Show, especially WrestleMania time. and Big Show just looks like he's really, really mad, and that could work both either way for Big Show. It can make him mad and just destroy Cody Rhodes, or it could just make him mad, and Cody Rhodes would be able to find a way to to exploit that during the match, or a spot maybe where Big Show is just so mad he charges at Cody Rhodes or something. Cody Rhodes, is able to capitalize on that. So that's what we're going to have to look out for this match. Will Big Show's anger be his falter, be his downfall in the match? And I think it will. Cody Rhodes is obviously, I think, going to go over Big Show in this match. I don't see the point in having Big Show win this match. You want to put your Intercontinental title on Big Show. I don't see that happening. He's been going for a world title, but this match would just be a really big stepping stone for Cody Rhodes in the future, as far as him getting closer and closer to the main event picture. So Cody Rhodes will come out on top over the Big Show at WrestleMania. Now, next on my list, I have the streak match: Taker versus Triple H in a Hell in a Cell, with Shawn Michaels as a guest referee. As you know, if you've been watching my videos, I think the addition to Shawn Michaels to the match kind of makes the match less exciting for me. That's the way I put it. Less exciting. As far as just, I wanted to see a pure match between Triple H and The Undertaker. When they added the Hell in a Cell, I was cool with that. But the addition to Shawn Michaels as the special guest referee is just a little too much for me. But I don't think it would take away from the spots in the match that make you say, "Oh, I can't believe he just did that," or "Oh, I can't believe he just kicked out." So I think we'll still have those kind of moments. And like I said, at some point in the match, Shawn Michaels is going to play a key factor in who's going to come out on top, whether the streak stays intact or whether Undertaker continues to chase immorality. I don't know. You could pick either way in this match, but I'm starting to lean towards Triple H. I think Triple H would be the guy to end the streak. Do I agree with it? No. I think they should give that, if they're going to end the streak, they should give that streak to a young and upcoming guy, a guy who they know would take the streak and do something with it, with their career, as far as, being in the main event and being there and being that guy for the next 10 years. So I really don't see how giving the streak to Triple H would benefit his career. I mean, that would be the lasting point on his career, but really, how much more is he going to wrestle in the future? I know he's just signed a contract again with the WWE, but really, how many more matches is he going to have a year? Certainly not as much as a younger guy was. So I wouldn't be shocked either way. If they ended the streak, I would not be shocked. If they kept the streak intact, I would not be shocked. But we'll see. I know that if they do keep the streak up, the only person left for The Undertaker to fight would be John Cena. So we could see that next year possibly. Okay, next on the card, I have actually the Divas match. And I'm not really going to talk about the Divas because it's not Karma and Beth Phoenix. If it was Karma and Beth Phoenix, I would be really excited for that match. But Marina Menounos, or whatever you say, however you say her name, I had no idea who she was until WWE brought it in. So, I guess that's not the demographic they're looking for. So, we're just going to move right along to the Punk and Jericho match. And really, I think the build-up for this has been solid. It's been really solid. It's been one of the few feuds that they have in this card that's had a solid build-up. They started out with Best in the World thing, and it's still that to this point, but it was more so on the legs of CM Punk saying he's the best in the world, and Chris Jericho saying that CM Punk is a Chris Jericho wannabe, and that Chris Jericho is the best in the world. So Chris Jericho won I think it was a battle royal to become the #1 contender after the Elimination Chamber. And really, I think the feud didn't start catching heat until Chris Jericho started dogging out CM Punk's family, talking about his father's an alcoholic, his mother had CM Punk out of wedlock, and his sister's a drug addict and all that stuff. So it's really making CM Punk mad. So I think on this past week of Raw, we saw CM Punk take out Christian. So I'm not sure if Christian's going to compete at WrestleMania now. I think I read something that he might not. So I don't know if that's official. Somebody wants to comment down there and let me know. But yeah, so it could backfire. It's like the thing with what was it? Big Show and Cody Rhodes, where Big Show is really mad. CM Punk is taking that to another level. He's taking out another superstar. He's legitimately pissed with Chris Jericho. He wants to rip his head off. So, will that backfire? It could work both ways. It could backfire on Punk and make him sloppy and make Chris Jericho be able to take easy work. Chris Jericho is a surgeon in that ring, so he can be able to. He can take apart many flaws that CM Punk might have due to his anger. So, and it could work in the other way, just like when he destroyed Christian on Raw. It could work out that way too. So, my pick for this match, I think that Chris Jericho will come out on top, and I think a lot of people, including the people in WWE, like CM Punk chasing the title. I think that that's a role that's better suited for him. He seems like when he gets the title, he becomes a little boring. So, I think Chris Jericho wins this match, and the feud continues between these two. It's going to be really, really awesome to see, and the match is going to be great. And I think everybody has a chance to impress a lot of people, and it has a chance to steal the show. So this would be one of the top 4 matches of course, during WrestleMania. Probably will cut that. Now I've got this match, Bryan and Sheamus for the World Heavyweight Championship, going on before the main event. Now it could go on way before that. It probably will most likely go on way before this time, but this feud has been really, really weak. It's probably been the weakest feud out of all of the feuds on this card. It's really a shame because it's actually for the World Heavyweight Championship, and they really haven't built up much of a feud between the two. It's basically Sheamus, saying I won the Royal Rumble, I had to fight somebody, and Daniel Bryan, you have the World Heavyweight Championship, so I want to fight you. So it's really been nothing more than that. I'm not sure what you could have done though to their point with Sheamus, because his character, I'm not sure what you could have did with that, with him and Daniel Bryan. So Daniel Bryan, I expect him to come out on top. I expect him to keep that title and keep that momentum he's got going. He's really grown into a very, very good heel. He always had the talent inside the ring. And I think that during this time that he's actually showed that he has pretty good mic skills. So that's really shocking to me. I didn't think that Daniel Bryan had pretty good mic skills, but he's shown that during his title reign. And you put it down, in fact, into sentences, the dude just wins. So I like to see Daniel Bryan come out on top. I think he will, and I'm not sure that maybe they continue to feud. I don't think so after a challenger loses. So Daniel Bryan will come out on top at WrestleMania over Sheamus. Now for the big one. Now we have the big one. The whole year build up, all of this for this one time, this one match at WrestleMania 28. Rock versus Cena, generation versus generation. What more can you say? If you're not excited by now, you probably won't be excited for the match. You'll probably think it's a snoozer. But I don't expect it to be the most technical match in the world. I don't expect it to be anywhere along the lines as one of the greatest matches ever. But the emotion from the crowd and the emotion from the two competitors will be key in its place in history as far as WrestleMania matches, and just the hype, not just the technical aspect of the match, not just these guys are just such great workers. It's just the emotional aspect. I think that's what everybody is looking for in this match. You have just the two most polarizing figures from the two eras. You got The Rock, who carried the Attitude Era along with Stone Cold Steve Austin and select others. Then you have this guy John Cena, who's carried the company since The Rock left. And it's really going to be a great match as far as just that aspect of it. So I'm really interested to see how these guys will work together. I think The Rock will have to carry most of the in-ring work, as Cena is really sloppy in the ring, really at times, and he doesn't take a bump well. So I think The Rock will have to carry that part of it, because he's always been a really, really good worker inside the ring. So we'll see what happens there. And now it's time for predictions. And I'm sorry, Rock fans. I'm a Rock fan myself. I don't think The Rock will come out on top. I think they'll have Cena win. Maybe some kind of interference. It definitely should not be clean. And I don't know. It's really controversial, as you can see. I'm really at a loss of words here. I'm not sure um, how to put it any other way. I can't see Cena winning any other way than having somebody come out and interfere in a match. And I've heard rumors. I'm not going to say, but we can see what happens during that. But I don't think they'll have The Rock win. I'll be rooting for The Rock. I'll be rooting hard for The Rock. But I think Cena will come out on top, and a lot of people will riot. A lot of people will be pissed. I'll be one of them. So we'll see what happens. Overall, I expect this WrestleMania, man, just to be one of the greatest of all time. You have this card, this such a great card at the top. Some of these matches have the ability to take the show. So yeah, we'll see what we get, man. We'll see what we get. Now, if I had to pick one match that steals the show, one match that everybody will be talking about after WrestleMania, well, obviously they'll be talking about the outcome of The Rock and Cena. But if you're talking about technical ability in the ring now, I would have to go with the Chris Jericho and CM Punk match. I think those two dudes will come up with some great in-ring work, and we'll just sit back and watch it and be like, wow, this was a really great match. So the match that steals the show will be Chris Jericho and CM Punk for sure. And with that, man, I'll just end this video right now. So let me know in the comments below what you think about my predictions. Let me know your predictions, and we can discuss this. Follow me on Twitter. Like the video, subscribe. Make sure you just comment on that box, man, and enjoy the show. This build-up has been pretty decent, and I think a lot of people are excited for WrestleMania. So y'all have a nice day.